Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bulldogs offense will get the first crack at it here. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air, it's Pineda. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line, it's Gibbs.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
He's got it down the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The play-action fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Wide out trying to get it in. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Marches ahead. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Lots of running room. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Fresno State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Under fire. Ooh, that's caught. It's Gibbs. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Flips it out to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Offense getting set for first down. Gives it on the option. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Rides to back and leaves it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And the Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Westbrook. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Takes it on the return. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Unloads it left. Got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down for this offense. Pressure coming. He tries to take the top off. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Back to pass, it's Pineda. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Under fire. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll run it from the gun. Slithers into space.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He'll keep it himself. He breaks a tackle. Turning it on. Quick step and go. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Gibbs. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that are getting after him.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Hit as he throws. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. No good. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Off play action on first down. Unleashes one. It's caught. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. He'll take the deep shot. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Bringing it back. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the other.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Pineda. Oh, they're after him. On the run, still looking. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Touchdown, Bulldog! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Back to pass, it's Pineda. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. Fresno State right back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hardy. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants it all. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Bulldogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They want to run it left here. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Washington State will have to boot it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Pineda. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Washington State, 3.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Wide open downfield. Lowers those pads. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Gets away from one, finds some space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Unleashes one deep. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Duke had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans outside Krzyzewskiville are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Dropping back, it's Pineda. Looking deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Leaves it with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got a little space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
It's complete to the right. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Washington State going back to work on first down. They think there's room to run to the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. They'll try the run. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
brings up
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Back to throw, it's Pineda. The quick strike complete. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. First down here for the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
brings up
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's third down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right?
Right down the middle. Touchdown, Fresno State. And the route is on. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive.
Breaks into the open. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Out of the gun to give to the back. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start.
Touchdown, Wazoo! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
And a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Rushes on him. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Pineda. Got a man, it's Hardy. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
No big surprise there, right? We're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot every time he has looked his way. Good things have happened.
Throws toward the end zone. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Washington State.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit.